district playoffs here on Roosevelt Athletics. I'm your commentator, Christian Cole, and we're in for a special treat here on this Monday night for basketball. The home Garfield Bulldogs taking on your Roosevelt Rough Riders. And here we are, 30 seconds away from tip-off for district playoffs. New sight to see for the Riders. Number 1, Ishmael Guyo, getting his first start in a Roosevelt jersey. Transferred from Nathan Hale last year. One of the best juniors in the entire state. Lucky to have him here. As here we go. A highly anticipated matchup between these two teams, the Bulldogs and your Roosevelt Rough Riders. The head-to-head record between these two teams in the regular season was in the favor of the Bulldogs. They won the 2 games. Riders looking for redemption here. 32 minutes.
Profanity, derogatory comments, or allowing your use of thoughts to win will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the doghouse. Thank you for your cooperation in creating a safe and positive environment. At this time, we would like everyone to please rise, get able, and join us.
And here we go for the Pledge of Allegiance. We're working on the camera.
Every voice and sing by the Garfield.
Here we go. Here we go. And here we go, the starting lineup for your Roosevelt Rough Riders.
For the visitors, the Roosevelt Rough Riders.
First up.
And guard, his 6'4", junior, number 1,
Ishmael Guyo. The junior getting his first start of the season. Transferred from Hale last year. Glad to see him out here in the Riders jersey. Second in the lineup, the captain, number 2, Caden Young.
Number 2, Caden Young.
Third in the rotation,
He's a senior.
number 35, Anthony. Oh, it's actually going to be E.J. Summers. Anthony Washington got faked out there. E.J. Summers. The junior, number 25, Jake Springers. And finally, it's Anthony's turn as last in the rotation for your Roosevelt Rough Riders. The senior, number 35, Anthony Washington. Rough Riders are led by head coach Chase Young. And now for the home, Garfield Bulldogs. First in the rotation, the sophomore, number 0, Isaiah Davis. Next up, the senior, number 5, D-Jack Jackson. Third in the rotation, number 22, Juju Irving. Fourth in line for the Bulldogs, number 23, KJ Hightower. And last but not least, for the Bulldogs, number 3, BJ Roy Jr. The Bulldogs without one of their star players, number 1, Trip Hayward, due to injury. As here we go, 32 minutes ahead of us in district playoffs. Three seniors, 2 juniors out there for Roosevelt's starting 5. Both teams are ready. Juju Irvin and E.J. Summers doing the tip. Ref's got it in his hands, launches it upwards in favor of the Bulldogs. Into the hands of Isaiah Davis. Out to the wing with Irvin. Finds the cutting. Off the glass, too strong by Hightower. Here comes Guyo. Pushes ahead to Washington. Washington up and under, but he's going to be called for a travel. Garfield ball in the hands of number 23, KJ Hightower. Out to Roy. Looks inside. Irving works here on Summers. Puts it up and in. That's a 2 for the senior, Juju Irvin. One of the best centers in the state. It's going to be a bash between him and Summers all night. As Guyo on the right wing. Looks inside to Washington. Out to Young. That's going to be out of bounds. And Garfield ball. Hightower from right to left, guarded by Guyo. Out to Roy. Finds a cutting Irvin. Irvin works here on Summers once again. Spins away, turns jump shot, no good. Rebound here by number 5, D-Jack Jackson. Puts it in there for 2. Bulldogs lead by 4. 6:51 remaining in the first quarter. Riders still scoreless. Guyo on the drive. Puts it up. Tough shot. No good. Rebound by Irvin. Pushed out to Hightower. Little pace here for the Bulldogs. Irving at the top of the key. Back out to Hightower. He's going to set things up for the Bulldogs. Davis on the right wing. Looks in for Roy. Now gives it back out to Jackson. Jackson works on Guyo. Step back jump shot. That was no good. Tipped into the hands of Washington. Outlets it to Young. Pushed ahead onto the left wing. Springers into Summers. Finds a cutting Washington. Washington gets blocked by Irving. In the hands of Hightower. He'll head downhill. Kicks it out to Davis in the corner. His three. That one's no good. Rebound by Washington. Kicked out to Guyo. Riders scoreless in the first 2 minutes of this one. 4-0. Summers pumps. Now drives here. Works on Jackson. Puts it up. Blocked by Irving. Gets it back and in. EJ Summers puts it in for 2. Cuts the deficit 2-2. Bulldogs lead 4-2 with 5:43 left in the first quarter. Irving hands it over to Roy. Roy goes down Broadway and sinks it through. BJ Roy Jr. puts it in. Extends the Bulldog lead to 4. 6-2 with 5:25 remaining in the first quarter. Washington. Good. Rebound by Guyo. Back out to Summers. Summers plays it over to Washington. Can't get it. In the hands of Davis. Isaiah Davis, the sophomore, drives down. Kicks it back out. Jackson. Hightower. Now Irving, top of the key. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 6-2 Bulldogs. Davis drives in. Out to Hightower in the corner. It's going to be a foul called on EJ Summers. First of the game. And now Davis inbound underneath the basket. Huntington in for Washington. Riders showing a 2-3 here off the inbound. 4:54 remaining. Hightower at the top of the key. Out to Davis. Looks inside to Irving. Irving, turnaround jump shot. That one's no good. Rebound by Summers. He's going to be fouled on the way down.
Foul on Jackson, his first.
4:46 remaining in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading by 4. 6-2. Guyo. Ish was a phenomenal player for 2 years at Hale and now hit the transfer portal. Went to Roosevelt this year. Due to SPS guidelines, couldn't play a game, but now he is back and ready. Little bit of a scuffle for the ball. Summers picks it up. Thought about the three. Now to the corner with it. Shish a three. That was no good. Rebound here by Springers. Puts it up. That one's no good. Rebound by Davis. Davis, he's on the right wing. Gives it over to Irving. Finds it to Roy. Guarded by Young. 4 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Davis misses it. Rebound by Summers. Pushed ahead here to Young. Skip pass over to Springers. Springers tries a three. That one's no good. Rebound by Hightower. As Roosevelt's offensive struggles continue. In a minute number 5 of the first quarter. Davis, a three. That's going to be an offensive foul off the screen of Juju Irving. Substitution here for the Bulldogs in. Number 24, Isaiah Cunningham. Out, number 22, Juju Irving. 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. 6-2. Young, guarded by Davis. Out to Huntington. Finds a cutting Summers. Summers works here on Cunningham. Puts it up and in. EJ Summers has all 4 of the Rider points as it's a 2-point game. 6-4, 3:18 left in the first quarter. District playoffs. A huge game for both teams. Cunningham. Top. Drives in. Blocked by Summers. Outlets it here to Young. Young. Guarded by Roy. He's going to work in with his left. Kicks it back out to Dukes. Guyo drives here, puts it up, and in. His first Roosevelt bucket. Ties it at 6. 2:40 left in the first quarter. 6-6, and that's going to be a blocking foul on number 24, Nick Huntington. 2:36 remaining in the first quarter. It looks like Huntington may be limping. He'll come out for Springers. And substitutions for the Bulldogs. Out number 23, Hightower. And number 0, Davis. In number 11, Burkett. Inbounds here to Jackson. Out to the wing. Burkett, pardon. With it on the left wing. Riders in a 2-3 zone. Roy at the top of the key. Gives it back out to Burkett. He'll try a 3. Sinks it. Donnie Burkett from downtown gives the Bulldogs a 3-point lead. 9-6 with 2:15 left in the first quarter. Young. He'll take it up here for the Riders. They need to get something going offensively. Is Young. Tries to find it to Washington. He does. Works here on Burkett. Puts it up and in. 9-8. Bulldogs now lead. Roy. To Jackson. Jackson drives on Washington. That one's no good. Rebound by Springers. Out here to Young. Guyo. Pulls a 3. Connects! Ishmael Guyo with 5 of the Riders' 9 as him and Summers have combined for every single Riders' point so far. Bomb it. Back out to Burkett. 1:22 remaining. Riders lead 11-9. Bomb it. Spins on Guyo. Tough shot. Puts it up and in. Knots the game up at 11 as 1:11 left in the first quarter. A tie ball game here in quarter number 1 of the district playoffs. Young. Back into Washington. He works here on Jackson. Puts up a tough shot. Can't get it. Rebound by Springers. Springers. Out to Guyo. Deep 3. That one goes! Are you kidding me? Ishmael Guyo feeling himself in his first ever game as a Rider. He's got 8 so far of the Riders' 14. They lead by 3. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Bonnet looking down baseline. He's going to be fouled. Riders fans wanted to travel. It's going to be a reach-in foul on number 35, Anthony Washington. Substitution now in the freshman, Jason Dollar and Nick Huntington. Out for the Riders, Caden Young and Anthony Washington. 27 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Shot clock is off. Riders up by 3. Bomb it. Kicks it out. In the corner with Cunningham. Back out to Roy. Guarded by Dollar. He slips. Kicks it out here. Burkett. 12 to work with. Letting it all run down. He's only got 8 seconds left. Good defense by Guyo. 5 now. Spins away. Trapped by Dukes. Throws it over. Burkett into the corner with Roy. A 3. No good. And what a defensive possession by the Riders. They lead by 3. 14-11. As we are finished with quarter number 1. We'll be right back for quarter number 2 on Roosevelt Athletics. Scoring update for the Riders. Ishmael Guyo with 8, EJ Summers with 4, and Anthony Washington with 2. 3 players combined for the first quarter of scoring as Riders lead 14-11. 24 minutes remain here in district playoffs as the Riders lead the Bulldogs up by 3. What a blessing it is to have Ishmael back in playing as Dollar loses the handle out to Washington. 7:53 left in the first half as Springers Washington drives here on Irving, puts it up, no good, punched out of bounds. Last touch by Springers. And a sloppy Rider possession to start the quarter. Dollar playing full court defense here on the junior. Vomit. Hands it over here to Roy. He is going to get down. Throws it up, no good. Rebound by Guyo. He's going to push the floor. Lobs it over to Washington. Washington looking for a space. Puts it up and in. Anthony Washington with his second basket of the game. Riders lead by 5. Burkett out to Vomit. He'll set up the Bulldog offense, guarded by Springers on the right wing. Hands it off to Roy. Takes the screen. Burkett out to Cunningham, guarded by the freshman. Now Roy. 9 left on the shot clock. They're going to have to get something up fast. Roy a shot, no good. Rebound by Summers. EJ is going to take point guard. See, hands it over to Washington. Lays it back out to EJ. EJ up and in. EJ Summers has 6 points and extends the Rider lead to 7. 18-11 with 6:34 left in the first half. Vomit. Out to Cunningham. Vomit again. Throws it up. Burkett into Irving at the high post. 5 on the shot clock. Irving's going to have to shake. Good defense by EJ. Forces a bad shot from Irving. And now Dollar has it. He'll push it out to Springers. Back out to Dollar. That's going to be an off-ball foul on number 11, Donnie Burkett. First foul on the quarter. Isaiah Davis checks back in here for the Bulldogs. In for Isaiah Cunningham. Guyo to inbound underneath the basket. 6 minutes on the dot left in the first half of play. 18-11. Summers. Guarded by Burkett. Looks inside to Springers. He works on Davis. Spins over to his left. That's going to be called for a travel. 5:50 remaining in the second quarter. Riders up 18-11. One of the top sophomores in the state, Trip Hayward, is out for the game for the Bulldogs. A big loss for them as Dollar applying very nice pressure here on Bowman. And now Burkett, a step back 3, connects. Cuts the deficit to 4, 18-14. Riders lead. Guyo with it. Summers out to Washington. Washington fakes the 3, now stands back up. Summers into Washington. Works here on Irving. Puts up a tough shot. Blocked by Juju Irving. Summers, a tough shot. No good. Into Springers. He'll be blocked by Davis. Pushed ahead here for the Bulldogs. Davis on the right wing. Step back 3. Gets it. The Bulldogs have gotten hot as of late. They cut it to 1. 18-17. 4:43 left in the first half of play. Guyo, he wants a chance. Gives it over to Washington. Back out to the freshman Dollar. Dollar puts up a shot. Gets it in there. Jason Dollar, freshman, adds 2 to the scoreboard. And a timeout call here by Chase Young. Pearson Dukes into the game as 4:29 remaining in the first half. Riders lead by 3. Here we go, back out of the timeout. Pearson Dukes in for number 35, Anthony Washington. Good defense by Dollar in the backcourt. That's going to be a foul. First foul on the Riders this quarter. And now 4:24 remaining in the first half. Davis into Irving. Roy for three. That one's in there. BJ Roy ties the game up at 20. He had something to say to Ish after the play. Ish looking to get redemption. Puts it in. Ishmael Guyo, 4-3. Brandon Roy forced to call a timeout. BJ Roy, right after he sinks the triple, goes right into Ish's face. But Ish hits a triple right back at him the next possession. Ish has 11 in his Rider debut. 23-20. They leave with 4:01 left in the second quarter. Thank you for joining us on Roosevelt Athletics. I'm your commentator, Christian Cole, as we are in for a good one here on this Monday night of play. District playoffs. .401 left in the first half. Bulldogs down by 3. Roy with it. Gives it over to Davis on the right wing. Guarded by Dollar. Into the corner. Hightower. Puts it up. No good. Irving on the finish. Cuts it to 1. 22-23 with 3:42 left in the first half. Dukes. Out to Dollar. Garfield in a zone. Summers calls for the screen. Dollar takes it into Dukes. A triple. That one's no good. Rebound by Irving. Pushed ahead here by Davis. Davis loses the handle into the hands of the freshman. Dollar picks it up. Guarded by KJ. Drives into the lane. Out to Dukes for another triple. That one's short. Rebound by Guyo. Guyo puts it up and in. 13 now. Keep on counting. As Burkett back out to Davis. Riders lead by 3. 25-22 with 2:56 left here in the first half. Burkett, a floater. Gets it. Both teams sharing buckets. As the first quarter was more offensive, or defensive, pardon. This quarter's more offensive. Jake Springers puts it in as timeout called by Chase Young as Caden comes into the game here. Jake Springers on the putback right up back there. Puts the Riders up by 3. 27-24 as we will return momentarily. Into the hands of Roy. 2:36 left in the first half. Riders lead by 3. Davis out to Hightower. Roy guarded here by Young. Spins away into Irving. Gets it back into Burkett. Burkett step away 3. Connects. Donnie Burkett ties the game at 27 as the Bulldogs reining in triples. 2:17 left in the second quarter. Let's see how the Riders can respond. Young into Dollar. Nearly thrown away. Now Burkett on him. Summers, top of the key. 17 to shoot. Down to Springers. Puts it up and in. Riders lead by 2. A fast-paced game. Bulldogs looking to get right back at it. Davis Takes the screen from Irving, now drives down, throws it up, lob, caught by Irving. Both teams responding as we're all knotted up at 29. 1:40 and counting left in the second quarter. Ish wants to try. That one's no good. Rebound here by Hightower, pushed it away by Burkett. Around the back on Dollar, drives in the paint. Roy for three, gets it. Bulldogs back up by 3. As the three-pointers continue to fall here, Summers wants to try. That's blocked by Irving. Rebound by Hightower. Momentum has completely shifted into the Bulldogs' hands. Irving drives. It's going to be a foul on, actually a travel call on number 22, Juju Irving. 1:02 left in the second quarter as Flynn Selleck getting his first minutes here. The junior in for the freshman, Jason Dollar. Ish to inbound, gets it over to Young, back out to Ish. And Riders looking for a response here. 57 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ish. Back out to Springers. Out to Young. 16 to shoot. Ish, deep triple. That one's no good. Rebound by Burkett. Bulldogs with possession, up by 3. 11 seconds in between shot clock and game clock. Burkett out to Hightower, guarded by Guyo. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound here by Davis. Out to Roy. Roy a triple. That one's no good. Tipped out of bounds by number 23, KJ Hightower. 15 seconds remaining. Shot clock goes out as Dukes checks in here for Selling. Springers into Young. Guarded here by Burkett. Drives into the paint, puts it up, blocked by Jackson. Looked to be some goaltending. Davis pulls up. That one's no good. Guyo with it. And that's how the first half is going to end. Bulldogs lead 32-29 as we'll be back in 10 minutes. District playoffs come up next. Well, welcome to your Roosevelt Athletics halftime report. It's been Ishmael Guyo and BJ Roy for either teams, setting the tone here. 32-29, Bulldogs lead as we'll be back in a minute of play. District playoffs. The atmosphere is electric. A whole 16 minutes left here. We'll be back in 44 seconds for a highly anticipated final half of basketball here on this Monday night. As here we go. Isaiah Davis, the sophomore, inbounding here. I played him in middle school at Aki Kurosi in the finals, and he put 40 and beat us pretty well as they took home the cup. 3 here, sinks it. KJ Hightower for 3, and what a way to start it for the Bulldogs. They're back out by 6. Sorry if you have an obstructive view. The Garfield Bulldog band walking through as Washington, top of the key, fires it over to Guyo. Down low to Summers. He works here. Out to Washington, skip pass into Springers. Springers can't get it to fall as he fights for the rebound. Picks it up, throws it right in the hands of Roy. As Roy loses it, now Hightower, lobs pass, sloppiness out here for both teams. As now Riders collect it into the hands of Young. Young into Guyo, lobs it over to Washington. Washington drives down, blocked from behind by Irving. Juju Irvin has been everywhere, making it difficult for Summers and Washington to get off these easy floaters that they could get off on other teams. As Guyo down low to Springer, sipped away by Davis, and he'll take it up here for the Bulldogs. 6:49 left in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 6, 35-29. Hands it off. Davis pulls a triple. That one's no good. Rebound by Springers. He's going to be fouled on the way down by number 5, D-Jack Jackson. Springers into Guyo. Riders looking for something here. They're scoreless so far in the first half. Second half, pardon. Guyo. Pass is deflected by Irvin into the hands of Springers. He pulls the triple. That one's no good. Rebound by Davis. And here comes the Bulldogs. 35-29. As Hightower can't get it to fall. Irvin puts it up and in. That's twice now that the Riders have started the half with 2 minutes of scoreless. Washington puts it in 4-2 as Riders now down by 6. But what I was saying is every start of the half has had 2 scoreless minutes by the Riders that have been costly. Davis into Irving. Back out to Jackson. Jackson pulls a deep 2, gets it in. D-Jack Jackson extends the Bulldog lead out to 8 as Riders looking for something here. Springers into the corner with Summers. Summers down to Jackson, puts it up, no good. Flipped on the rebound, rebound by Springers, gets it back, and it's going to be Irving who grabs the rebound. Push ahead to Hightower on the left wing. He drives on Summers. Out to Roy. 4:58 left in the third quarter. 39-31. Step back three. BJ Roy. It's going to be called for the travel. He made the shot. Fans wanted it called otherwise. Looked like he kind of shuffled his feet on the step back, but overall a nice move by BJ. Guyo with it. Out to Young. 4:48 left in the third quarter. Springers down to Washington. Washington on Irving. That's blocked again. And Garfield ball. 4:42 left in the third quarter. Riders with only 2 points in the first 4 minutes of this quarter. Washington comes out for Dukes. Here we go. Hightower hands it off to Davis. Back out to Roy. Inside to Irvin. Spins on Dukes. Puts it up and in. And now the largest lead for the Bulldogs on the night. They're up by 10. 41-31. Riders have just been off this first 4 minutes of contest. Young misses the reverse layup as offensive struggles continue for the Riders. Davis now on Summers. Tough shot. Fade away. Gets it. Isaiah Davis puts it in for two as now a timeout called by Chase Young. Garfield on a run as they lead here by 12. 43-31. We'll be back in 30 seconds. An 11-2 run strummed together by this Garfield team here to start the second half of play. It was 29-32 at the break. Now it is 43-31 in favor of the Bulldogs. Riders need something. Riders ball off the inbound into the hands of Young. Guarded by Davis in the backcourt. 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. Garfield up by 12. Summers out to Guyo. Guyo is going to walk with it, and that's another travel. 3:49 left in the third quarter. Riders down by 12. They need any sort of momentum going here before it's too late. Davis on the right wing. Loses the handle. Gets it back out to Roy. At the top of the key. Guarded by Young. Back to Davis. Finds a cutting Jackson. Jackson along two. That one's no good. Rebound by Summers. Push ahead to here to Guyo. Guyo with a man in front of him. Puts it up. Blocked by Irving. Gets his own rebound. Into Summers. A triple. That one's no good. Rebound by Davis. And push ahead here for the Bulldogs. 3:12 remaining left in the third quarter. Davis thought about the three. Now passes it up over Hightower. And now Roy on the right wing. Swings it over to Davis. Hightower guarded by Dukes. Calls for the screen, takes it into Irving down low. Irving to Jackson, puts it up and in. A timeout called by Brandon Roy and the Garfield team. Riders down by 14, 45-31 left in the third quarter. 14-2 run by the Bulldogs. 45-31 with 2:48 left in the third quarter. If the Riders don't get something going now, then the threes will continue to fall for the Bulldogs, and they're just going to keep advancing their lead. So now is definitely the time the Riders gain some momentum. 45-31, we're back out of the timeout. Huntington to inbound. Selig, Dollar, and Huntington all in for the Riders. And Washington checks back in. 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. 45-31, Dollar with it in his hands. Lobs it into Washington, top of the key. Down to Huntington. Huntington works here, puts it in. Second basket by the Riders in the first 6 minutes of play. Baumit drives in here. Kicks it back out. Good defense by Dollar. A little too much hands, because that's the first team foul on Roosevelt this quarter. A pretty fast game so far, as there's only 2 fouls combined in the second quarter, and now 2 so far in the third. Davis. Down by 12. He has it at the right wing. Looks into Irving. Now swings it out. Bowman gets around the screen, drives down, puts it up with his left and in. 47-33, a 14-point lead. Selig. Out to Dollar. Dollar to Selig. Down low to Washington. Springers. Drives over with his right, spins to his left, puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound as Irving throws it into Springers. Springers on the ground. That's going to be a timeout called by Chase Young. 90 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. 47-33. Bulldogs up by 14. Here we go, back out of the timeout. 1 minute and 30 left in the third quarter. Bulldogs 47, Riders 33. Huntington to inbound. It's going to be a foul, I believe, called on B.J. Roy. Second foul on the Bulldogs. A $1:30 still left in the third quarter. Selig flips it into side to Washington. He'll work on Davis. Puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Springers lays it up and in. Cuts it to 12. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Riders need to stop defensively. Roy drives down. Puts it up with his right and in. Washington into Selig. And now Dollar will bring it up here for the Riders. Dollar comes down, tries a three. That one's no good. Rebound here by Baumit. Throws it up to Irving. Skip pass. He's to Roy. Roy to Burkett. Burkett tries a three. Gets it. The junior, Donnie Burkett, for 3. as the Bulldogs have broken this one open. 3 subs looking to check in here for the Riders. Springers down to Huntington. Huntington spins here on Baumett. Loses the handle into Irving. Baumett now is going to be fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. 29 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Bulldogs up by 17, their largest lead of the night, as it just continues to get worse for the Riders. Donnie Burkett sinks the first as Ish, Summers, and Young in for Selig, Dollar, and Huntington. Baumett for one more shot. Sinks it, goes 2 for 2, and the Bulldogs now up by 19. 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Young takes the screen, avoids it now. Summers for 3. That one's short. Rebound here by Baumett. Shot clock goes off. 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Baumett guarded by Guyot. Hands it off here to Roy. 6 now. Burkett has to huck one up, and that one's way off. Washington's just going to chuck it out of bounds, as now the Bulldogs get it down at the opposite basket. 0.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Enough to get a little tip in, but a full rotation shot, it might be too little. They lob it up to Irving, rejected by Washington, and that's going to be the end of quarter number 3. A fresh 8 minutes ahead of us here. Riders down by 19. Bulldogs won that quarter by 16 points. It was a 3-point game, and now it's a 19-point contest. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Roosevelt Athletics. Ish to inbound. Riders down by 19. If there's ever a time to start launching some three-pointers, now might be it. 8 minutes remaining. Riders down by 19, 54-35, into the hands of Young. He'll take it up here for the Riders. Takes the summer screen, drives down, loses the handle, into the hands here of Burkett. Burkett, hesitation, drives here on Washington. Back out to Roy. Into Cunningham. Cunningham on the right wing. Kicks it out here to Baumett. Roy with it. 15 on the shot clock. He's guarded by Springers. Finds a cut in Cunningham. Loses the handle into the hands of Summers. Summers outlets it here to Young, as now Young has it on the right wing. Avoids the pressure. Drives in. Looking for an option. Loses the handle, and 2 consecutive turnovers by the senior, Kaden Young. Jackson flushes it on the other end. D-Jack Jackson with the dunk, as now 7 minutes remaining. Garfield up by 21. Guyot, straightaway 3, gets it. He's got 16 in his debut. As it's back out to an 18-point game. Roy, down to Jackson. Back out to Roy, 19 on the shot clock. Gets Springers to jump. is now Burkett on the drive on Young. Tough shot. And he's going to be fouled by Washington on the way up. 2 shots coming here for the junior, Donnie Burkett. First shot for Donnie goes in. So now one more comes. Misses the second rebound by Springers. 19-point game. 57-38 with 6:33 left. Guyo rejected by number 5, D-Jack Jackson. He's been everywhere. As Roy limps off the floor in for the Bulldogs. Number 23, KJ Hightower. Young to inbound, gives it over to Springers. Back out to Guyo. Summers, top of the key. Out to Young, into the corner with Guyo. He drives here on Hightower. Creates space, turns around, puts it up, no good. Rebound here by Baumit. Baumit around the back, puts it up and in. A pretty move, a pretty finish. This game keeps getting uglier for the Riders. Another loose ball as Jackson loses the handle out of bounds. Rider ball. Dollar in for Young. If you're wondering, this is not the Riders' last game. If they lose it, they still have a chance to stay alive. As Guyo into Dollar. Dollar drives here on Baumit, out of bounds, and Garfield ball. Turnovers is the main key of emphasis here in the second half. Too many of them, and gives the Bulldogs an extra possession, and they are deadly from three-point range or inside. Hightower. That's going to be an offensive foul. Rough Rider ball. 5:45 left in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead by 21. Dollar in the backcourt, guarded by Baumit. Avoids the pressure now. Into Summers. Summers picks up his dribble, back out to Dollar. Dollar, top of the key, gives it over to Guyo on the right wing. Inside to Summers. He spins here, puts it up and in. A nice finish by E.J. Summers, as this game is a 19-point contest. Cunningham can't finish. Rebound here by Bonnet. 18 on the shot clock. Hightower. Guarded by Springers. Dribble drive with his right. Floater, no good. Rebound by Baumit. Tough layup. And he'll be fouled. 2 shots coming here for a Homono Baumit. .457 remaining in the fourth quarter. Baumit to shoot 2. Young and Huntington looking to check in here. Baumit's first shot is good. Extends the Bulldog lead to 20. Huntington, Dukes, and Young all in for the Riders. Out is Dollar, Springers, and Washington. 4:57 remaining left in this district playoffs match, as Guyo the other way pulls a triple. Can't get it to fall. Rebound here by Jackson. Weaves through defenders. Euro step off the glass and in. A nice move by D-Jack Jackson. Extends the Bulldog lead to 22. Huntington down low, spins on Baumit, puts it in. Nick Huntington, the junior, in 4-2. Baumit the other way on Guyo. Swings it out to Burkett. Burkett, a deep 3. Gets it! Johnny Burkett, are you kidding me? A deep three contested as they extend the lead to 23. Guyo into Huntington. Huntington out to Young. Young thought about the three. Now he drives. Puts it up. Can't get it to fall. He'll be fouled on the way up by Hightower. 2 shots coming here for Caden Young. There's 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Riders down by 23. First shot rattles in as this is one of the seniors the Ryder family is going to miss next year. Caden Young, a 4-year Ryder player, 6, both of them, as he cuts the lead, the deficit, to 21. Baumit out to Cunningham on the right wing, guarded by Young, gives it into Jackson, rejected by Summers. Baumit gets it back, kicks it out here to Cunningham. Cunningham a long two, that one's no good. Rebound by Summers. Kicks it out to Young. Skip pass over to Dukes. Dukes stops at the three-point line, pulls up. Can't get that one to fall. I thought it was going to get in there. As rebounding has definitely been an issue. Hightower. The shot, no good. Rebound by Summers. There's 3:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Summers weaves through Baumit, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled by Cunningham. 3:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. EJ Summers to shoot 2. First one is no good as Davis, Irving, and Roy check in here for the Bulldogs. Out goes Cunningham, Jackson, and Hightower. EJ goes 1 for 2 as it's a 20-point game here. 65-45. Roy hands it off here to Burkett. Now to Roy. Roy gets hammered by Summers. Third team foul by the Riders. Roy to inbound. Throws it into Baumit. Hands it off here to Irving. Irving spins on Summers, flushes it. Juju Irving on the dunk. Extends the Bulldog lead to 22. Washington in for Summers. .306 remaining in the fourth quarter. Riders down by 22. Ish on the right wing. Drives here on Bonnet. Step back 2. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Bonnet. He'll push it from left to right here for the Bulldogs. 2:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Hands it off here to Burkett. Burkett voids pressure into the corner. Davis for 3. No good. Rebound by Ish. Out to Young. Young inside to Huntington. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Tipped by Washington. Also rims out. Bonnet puts it up and in. Euro step around Guyo. Finishes with his left. Bulldogs now lead by 24. Young. Guarded by Burkett. Tipped out of the hands of Baumit. And now Davis gets down lay. Puts it up and in. Isaiah Davis for 2. As the Bulldogs have broken this one open. Washington on Irving, puts it in. Anthony Washington for 2. As now a full timeout called by Brandon Roy. And for the Riders is Jason Dollar and Flynn Selig. We'll be back in a minute. Riders down by 24.
semifinals, Wednesday night at the game score at 7 p.m. Loser will play at Cleveland High School Wednesday at 7.
We have just been informed that the winner of this game will play at O'Day on Wednesday, and the loser will be playing at Garfield also on Wednesday. Pass into number 2, Roy Lee Williams Robinson. Puts it in 4-2, is now $1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Riders down by 26. Dollar works here on Robinson, loses the handle out to Selig. Selig pulls a 3, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Davis. That's going to be a 30-second timeout called from Brandon Roy and the Garfield team. As 1:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead 73-47. Monty Mitchie getting his first minutes of tonight's game. In for the freshman Jason Dollar. 1:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead 73-47. Bowman spins here on town. As Bernez gets it back, fires it right into the hands of Mitchie. Selig ahead to Town. Town. Back out to Huntington. Huntington looking for Town. Town in the corner with Mitchie. Mitchie fires a 3. That one's no good. Rebound by Huntington. Huntington out to Town. Town thought about the 3. Now gives it over to Selig. Selig a triple. Connects. Flynn Selig for 3. Makes it a 23-point game. There's 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer. Good for Taylor Woods, the senior. Fans love it here as 20 seconds now remain. It's a 26-point game. Washington, nice move, puts it up. He'll be fouled and head to the line for 2 shots. Washington on the line for 2 shots. Has 13.9 seconds remaining in this district playoff matchup between your Roosevelt Rough Riders and the opposing Garfield Bulldogs. Washington, his second shot here. Gets it in, he goes 1 for 2. As here goes Robinson, pulls a triple. That one's no good. Rebound by Taylor Woods is now Washington. Loses the handle here by Robinson. 11 to work with as Burkett tried to throw it down, and that's the end of your ball game. Riders can't get this one to go their way as the Bulldogs take it 76-51. We'll see you on Wednesday at Cleveland.